This one's for the guys. Do you guys like not shoot your shot with women in person anymore?
As long as men are not approaching women, they are going to be single.
Someone better hit on me tonight. I'm sick of this. I never get hit on in person. Like, I get a lot of messages online and stuff, and I'm single, so I'm on dating apps, but just like at the grocery store, men don't just come over and say hi, like, how are you doing? They don't do that anymore.
One thing I will never understand, and it's such a lame shooting your shot approach, is when a guy will follow you, then he'll like 3 of your pictures, and that's it. That's it. That's the extent of him shooting his shot.
Guys need to start approaching girls again in the bar because we want to be approached. At the end of the day, like, you should be able to read body language and figure out like which girl wants to be approached.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Pearl Chronicle.
Men aren't approaching women not because they're being told not to by women, but because they're just actually too scared, which is a valid reason. Like, I don't want to go up to people and talk to them, even if I think they're hot. I'm scared too. But the men in his fucking comments being like, well, I'm too ugly. Well, I'm just scared if I do what they're gonna say or what they're gonna accuse us of. Well, I don't look like Chris Hemsworth, so I can't approach a woman. I'm telling you right now, if you have pure intentions when approaching a woman and you're not trying to be creepy, if you're going up to a woman being like, yeah, I'm gonna get some tonight, that's creepy. If you're going up to a woman genuinely thinking like, you know, I think she's pretty, let me see if I could start a conversation, that's different. Like, yeah, you could still get rejected. That's okay. The more comfortable you are doing it and the more confident you get, then you'll do it more, and maybe occasionally it will land.
Men are just scared. They're aware. One wrong approach and you're labeled creepy. So it's not about confidence anymore. It's about risk. And most men don't think it's worth it.
This one's for the guys. Do you guys like not shoot your shot with women in person anymore? Because I did go on this date with this guy that I met with on Circa, and he was great. He was, you know, good looking, had a good job, like we had a really good conversation. But he literally told me that he wouldn't have the confidence to go up to me if we were at a bar, which I don't really understand because he is a good looking guy. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't have the confidence to do so. So is this like a universal thing? Do men just not approach women as much anymore?
It's not about confidence. It's about consequences. Men see how approaching can be misread or rejected harshly, so they play it safe. It's not fear, it's strategy.
You're in a grocery store and you see a woman that you're attracted to and that you're interested in and that you'd like to get to know. That same grocery store has $5 flowers. $5 flowers are going to set you back financially that much. You cannot put your pride or ego aside just to take a risk for the woman that you're interested in when she's taking a risk for even stopping and talking to you. Not approaching her with entitlement, but leading with respect, not being aggressive, keeping a safe distance, asking her for her time and her energy, commenting her on her presence and not her body, being okay with no and walking away gracefully while thanking her for her time. Damn. It's just that simple. Y'all gotta, it's just that simple.
It's not that simple. Men can do everything right and still get labeled creepy or rejected publicly. So it's not ego, it's risk. And most men just don't think it's worth it anymore.
Have the men given up? I'm serious. They just stopped. They don't want to have sex anymore. They don't want to go on dates with women. They just want to hang out with their boys. Look, I get it. Men want to hang out with men. They want to do their thing. They don't want to care about women drama anymore. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain to me what's going on, because as long as men are not approaching women, they are going to be single. And women are having a great time. From what I've seen, single women are having a great time. Yes, maybe they want boyfriends, they want to hook up, but single women are having a great time. The single men, I don't know, not so much. What do you think?
Men haven't given up. They've checked out of a system that doesn't reward them. Peace, freedom, and no drama, that's a win for a lot of guys. If women are having a great time, then why the complaints?
So since men don't approach women, right? I guess I should start trying to go up to men. I live in New York City. Every single guy, head down, headphones on. No one looks approachable. Everyone's on their phone. No one's looking up. No one's looking at each other. No one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street and like tap him on the shoulder and be like, hello, are you single? That makes me go back to the beginning and being like, why am I the one that has to do this in the first place? I make sure that I have a pleasant expression on my face. I don't wear headphones in the street. I don't look at my phone when I'm walking in the street. Never once been approached. And I was talking to a guy that I matched with on Tinder. When I was talking to him on the phone, he ghosted me, by the way, because we literally had like the nicest phone call and he ghosted me. So I don't really know what that's about. It's freaking pussy. I was like, do you go up to girls in the street? He's like, no, hell no. Like, he was like hard no about it. I was like, what the hell? Like, seriously, like, you guys the men have the power and that's why everyone's single. Women don't have the power. Like, we're seen as like too pushy or too aggressive or not feminine if we go up to guys. It's not fair. It really isn't. It's all of this is because men just refuse to approach.
Men didn't refuse, they adapted. Headphones on, eyes down, that's modern life. Add fear of rejection, being labeled creepy, or wasting time, and yeah, men pull back. It's not power, it's protection.
One thing I will never understand, and it's such a lame shooting your shot approach, is when a guy will follow you, then he'll like 3 of your pictures, and that's it. That's it. That's the extent of him shooting his shot. Are you a girl? Was I supposed to see that and then I message you? God! If you're gonna follow me and spam like my pictures, shoot me a fucking DM. Cause this is gonna go nowhere. I'm not going to follow you back and I'm sure as hell not DMing you first. It's the most stupid approach. There's no way this shit works. Like, I don't know you, so why would I follow back a stranger that followed me and liked my photos? Like, the only reason I'd follow you is if you sent me a DM and for some reason it caught my eye and now I'm going to be like, okay, let me follow back, let's start talking. Which, mind you, for me personally, that doesn't happen, but I know a lot of girls respond. This is like the most pussy, non-masculine way to shoot your shot. It actually grosses me out, and whatever chance you had, it's gone now. Like, I seriously need y'all to grow up. Shoot your shot like a fucking man.
Men do that because it's low risk, no rejection, embarrassment, and drama. You may not like it, but it works enough, and more importantly, it protects their ego. If a woman's interested, she'll make it easy.
A girl is not gonna approach you at the bar. I'm sorry. No. That just completely changes the narrative, because if I'm approaching you now, I wear the pants. Like, I'm just gonna feel like I'm the one that started this.
I care more.
In those relationships, never work.
He has to love you more. He has to like you more.
To.
He has to care about you more. When women approach these men, I feel like the conversation is just flat.
Because they're thrown off.
Yeah. Sometimes they're just kind of silent. You also add to the conversation. Yeah. I can only do so much attempting.
It puts them in like their feminine energy.
I'm just kind of like icked out by you now. And then you just stand there. He's no longer attractive because I did the work.
Men don't expect women to approach, so it feels off when it happens. But if a man is really interested, effort doesn't kill attraction. Lack of interest does.
I never get hit on in person. Like, I get a lot of messages online and stuff, and I'm single, so I'm on dating apps, but just like at the grocery store, men don't just come over and say hi, like, how are you doing? They don't do that anymore. And so when I do meet men, and I ask them, I tell them, like, I don't usually get hit on in person. Would you, if you saw me at the store or wherever, would you come talk to me? And sometimes they say yes, but a lot of times they say no. And it's usually for 1 or 2 reasons. The first reason is because they assume I'm not single, which, like, sir, I'm walking around here with a ring-free hand. Like, why are you over there assuming things? But the second reason is because they said that women find it too aggressive and they don't like it. And I'm like, who are these women? Like, all the women I know, the single women, they appreciate it when a man is respectful and they come over and say, hi, you look nice or whatever. Because if we're out and we're dressed up, we look nice because we made an effort. And we appreciate it when men, or hell, even women, a fellow female comes and tells you you look nice. So I'm trying to encourage you, because I feel like men are scared of rejection, but let me tell you, the world is full of rejection. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And I will say that most women, they're not going to growl at you for telling them that they look nice or saying hi. I'm not saying none of them will, but let's be honest. If you say hi, you look nice to a woman, she growls at you, she did you a favor by showing you the crazy up front. Because that could be 6 months down the line and then you see that crazy monster.
Men aren't scared of women. They're avoiding unnecessary rejection and make signals. One woman might love it, another might call it creepy. So most men just choose consistency, stay quiet, stay safe, and avoid the gamble.
I posted that video that guys need to just have confidence and talk to pretty girls is the main point. Like, talk to pretty girls. Because the only people who talk to pretty girls right now are old men. We want young men that are our age, but you guys, for some reason, are scared of us. Also, why did I wake up and that post like has views? So, hi. But this is scary though, because I am also scared of men, and now I feel like you guys are gonna follow me because of that video. So, just, you know, I do outfit videos, and I work out. So if you want to stick around, hi, I'm Kate. Nice to meet you.
Men aren't scared of pretty women. They're just not willing to take social risks for uncertain outcomes anymore. If interest is mutual, it'll show without chasing or pressure.
I've come to realize how many men there are that think that they need to be socially confident to approach women. And if they're not socially confident, like that man that walks in the club and, you know, walks around like he owns the place and he can walk up to a girl like it's nothing, a lot of you will sit there and compare yourselves to men like that and think, oh, you know, she's going to go for someone like that instead of someone like me. Let me tell you right now, the girls that you're going to want to approach, those girls are going to be more than happy at the fact that you thought about it 3 times, you started walking to her, you thought, shit, this is a bad idea, and you've gone back to your table, and then you've sat there thinking about it for 45 minutes, and then you've gone and actually done it. You've gotten the courage to do it. The fact that you've had to hesitate and think about it shows more that you care, shows that you've got more respect, and you know, you're willing to read the room, you're willing to read her energy, you're actually thinking about it, you've got a conscious about it. Because the men that don't have a conscious about it, and they will just go up to anyone, no matter how confident they are. Just trust me, the girls that you're going to want to actually approach and take home to your parents, they're the girls that are going to admire the fact that you've thought about it a million times before approaching her. If a guy comes up to me and he's shy or he's stuttering in his words, you know, and you can tell he's so nervous, that means more to me than anything. When you do finally get the courage to approach her and she makes you feel belittled or stupid and dumb and you go home thinking, why the hell did I do that? I'm never going to do that again. That's not on you, that's on her. Trust me, if a girl does that to you, just be happy that she didn't let you approach her. You're not going to want girls like that.
Men don't get rewarded for hesitation. In reality, confidence matters more than overthinking, because if the interest is real, it feels easy on both sides.
You said men stare but never approach? Okay, well, they're not man enough to approach. Too bad for them. You should only want people that are brave enough to approach. Like, why would you want somebody that's not brave enough to even approach you? Like, why do you even care? Okay. That's like people come to the car dealership, but they don't buy nothing. Okay, so why are you worried about it? Only deal with the people that got the money.
Men aren't not man enough. They're selective about where they invest energy. It's not bravery, it's choosing not to participate in low return situations where interest isn't clearly mutual.
Guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore.
I do.
I don't expect guys to come up to me, but I know the caliber of my friends and I know what those bitches look like, and they are some stunning. If guys aren't going up to them, guys aren't going up to anyone. So I think if you're going up to girls at the bar in the first place, whether you say hi, whether you say, can I buy you a drink, whether you use Nick's line, which is a great line, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you have a million times better of a shot.
Yeah. I mean,
you really don't have all that much competition because guys aren't going up to girls. It's not like 15 guys are going up to a girl in a night to tell her how pretty she is. She probably gets 1 a night.
Men aren't avoiding competition. They're avoiding unnecessary rejection. If a man sees interest, he'll act. If he doesn't, he won't gamble just because the bar is full of attractive women.
A lot of the videos I've been posting about how men are not approaching women keep surfacing common themes. Fear of rejection, fear of being called creepy, anger towards women that women have been telling men to not approach them. So now men are confused on this app. And another thing that I'm seeing very persistent across these comments is very, very low confidence and low self-esteem. Now, some of the things I just pointed out, I think women have played a role in. Like, men are afraid to make the move because a lot of women don't know how to handle letting down a guy, so they make the guy feel bad, and then when the guy feels bad, they're like, well, I don't want to put myself out there. So I do believe we need to hold women accountable and teach them how to be respectful with letting down a guy and like not be passive aggressive and rude and make the guy feel uncomfortable. So like, we should hold women accountable, yes, and we should also recognize that like the issue around low self-esteem and low self-confidence is completely separate from like even the whole discourse around should men approach women or not. Like, the fact that so many people, men included, but like people generally struggle with their self-esteem and self-confidence is so upsetting, because if we don't have a strong sense of self, we're not going to be healthy. We're not going to have a healthy mind. We're not going to treat our bodies in a healthy way. And we're not going to have a healthy spirit if you take it a step further. So what I think we really need to start addressing is, how do we create a society with people who are more confident, have higher self-esteem, and have a stronger sense of self, so that they don't let other people's perceptions of them and things that they can't control negatively influence themselves and their self-perception. Because when we start to believe these really negative stories and narratives in our head, we start to behave in ways that are not actually setting ourselves up for greater success in life. So there's a lot of problems that I'm talking about here. The discourse on like, should men approach women or not, I think is a little separate, but still related to and contributes to the fundamental finding that I'm seeing here, which is like, a lot of people, men specifically, in the context of relationships, have very, very low self-confidence and self-esteem, which is why rejection is so crippling to them.
Men don't have low self-esteem. They're just done letting rejection cost more than it pays. It's not confidence missing, it's calculation. If the environment feels hostile, they simply stop playing the game. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.